The musings of an early morning runner. You're along for a very bumpy ride. How long do you need to get up before you go for a run to make sure you've been to the toilet? Sometimes, a lot of the time, sometimes no time at all. I won't share that today. Maybe that's a bit much. Now I'm squeezing a lot in today. Maybe that's the wrong type of chat to have in between what I just said about the toilet. On my plan, it's an hour and 45 low intensity steady state run. Alarm went off at 5 o'clock this morning, and then as I was just getting dressed, baby woke up, went and sorted him out, and hopefully my partner managed to get back to sleep. So having my eldest son this weekend means I need to plan a little bit further ahead, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to miss out time with him. It is what it is, and that's just kind of what you have to do. And I know this is not abnormal for people to get up at 5 o'clock and go for a run. I'd rather not, let's be honest. There's a lot of social media chat about dads doing things for their kids and doing it for the family, and you're staying on top of your game in terms of fitness for them, and the sacrifices you make lead an example. And if I've got a six-pack, or I can go and run a marathon, it's for their benefit. Look, I think there's some truth in that. And this is all my opinion, of course, as this is my channel. But if I'm being really honest, this is a selfish pursuit. I'm doing this for me. Like, my two kids couldn't care less. Currently, I'm not doing it for them. As my eldest says, or asks me every time I do an event, did I win? And funnily enough, I laugh and say, no, I didn't. And that's kind of the end of that conversation. So I'm not doing it for him, either of them. I'm doing it for me. And I think that's okay, as long as it doesn't interfere. And maybe I think about this wrong. Spotting. The main reason I haven't done any road cycling for a number of years now is because of the time it takes. Going on my road bike is not an hour. By the time I've got ready, done my bike checks, put on my lycra because it's a must, out on the bike, a couple of hours to make it worth it, then got back, cleaned the bike, got out of said lycra, had a shower. That's at least 3 hours. Like I said, look, these are all musings. Wow, this is a terrible angle. These are all just me musing to myself, and this is my internal monologue. State of the pavements around where I live, they're on par with the state of the road, which every other sort of 10 metres is a massive pothole. Or it's nothing like a big puff of cigarette smoke being blown in your face. It makes breathing that little bit more easier. My heart rate monitor is having an absolute mare. But on another note, 10 to 7, and it's light already. So that's really nice. God, this camera angle is terrible. Maybe I need to get a gimbal. Do I treat myself? Will it make a difference to my content? Is it just spending money for the sake of spending money? Probably. If any gimbal makers are watching and you want some really high profile advertising, feel free to send me one for free. It'd be really useful. Thanks in advance. Let's share a little story. I'm 23. That's right. I joined the London Met Police. I had no burning desire to be a policeman, but I've got a few very good friends who are, and they love their career. Now, for the most part, I really enjoyed my attendance in the job. When I was applying for the role, I spoke to the recruitment team a lot because I wanted to check that it worked as back then, a single parent. They assured me they offer flexible working, There's lots of people in my situation. Long story short, they didn't. My line manager at the time, for want of a better phrase, fucking useless. Sorry, mum and dad. Very long-winded way of saying that I did another job for almost a year. It's also incredibly mild today. Like, I am boiling. Trained lower body yesterday. My legs are a bit tired, which probably means talking on camera while trying to keep my heart rate low might be elevating it slightly. London runners, you are miserable sods. I always smile, or I say hello to every runner that I run past, and 9 times out of 10 I just get completely ignored, going up quite a long gradual hill. But to bring my heart rate down, I've slowed my pace right down, shortening my stride, a bit more forefoot maybe. There's so much rubbish along like the sides of the road, which I can only presume is because people are just dropping it out the windows of their car. Who are you people? Now, it may not look it, but this hill is very, very steep. For me to keep my heart rate low, I'm 100% going to walk. Yeah, I'm walking. Heart rate went up to 150. It needs to be around the mid-30s. I'm at the top. Heart rate's dropped. Now it's downhill. I can carry on running. It's half term at the moment. Not for me. Took my eldest to an indoor inflatable event. He loved it. He thought it was fantastic. These are just the musings of, I don't know, a runner, a dad. Downhill. I'm amazed at how much holding this in front of my face while being out and about in public is causing me less embarrassment. Because what I've come to realise is that no one really cares. And actually, everyone does it. If people aren't embarrassed about being on loudspeaker with their phones on the tube or the bus or in a cafe, like, this is so unintrusive. Is that the right way of saying it? And what I've just realised was how filthy my lens was. But it's given it a little clean. Looks much less like I'm filming on a Nokia 2010. Stone in my shoe. Just enough to annoy me. I mean, let's have a look. Oh my god, that's it. Pathetic. Go on. I find it amazing that people on bikes don't wear helmets. Like, as I'm saying that, another guy just cycled past me with that helmet on, and he's not holding handlebars either, and he's got his headphones in. I don't understand it. Oh, he was smoking too as well. Full House. There was a programme quite a while ago, Dom Jolly and Trigger Happy TV, and he would walk around with a giant mobile phone, and it would go off really, really loudly, and he would scream down the phone in public places, and everyone would look at him and give him filthy looks and laugh and look really surprised. And now that's actually how people talk, but like on loudspeaker, so everyone could hear it. Keep being told off by my Garmin for being too high a heart rate. They don't know being a YouTuber is very important, and my audience of, as of this morning, I think 53 subscribers, maybe 55, need to know what's going on. Pretty much the same spot, about an hour later, and you can see sun's come up. I've got an ulcer just here, and I keep biting it, obviously accidentally. The other thing about cycling is that I find it really weird when parents are cycling with their kid, i.e. their kids on like a back seat, and the kid's got a helmet on, but the parent hasn't. Heartbroken. Just dropped 5 of my nerd clusters on the floor. Last 15 minutes, getting quite excited about getting home and having some breakfast. Back in the day, that used to be a indoor swimming pool with loads of log flumes, like tubes. fantasies, not a strip club, a swimming pool. Just to reiterate my point, not a strip club called Fantasies, a swimming pool with swimming tubes. They're not called log flumes, what are they called? I have no idea. Anyway, they had lots of those, that was the place to be. And I was always too much of a wimp to go on the black hole. Probably still am too much of a wimp to go on the black hole. Water slides, they're called water slides. I just bit it again. Oh, my ulcer, I bit my ulcer again, just to clarify. 4.5 minutes left, and it's just starting to rain. That is what we call perfect timing. I mean, maybe the best news of all is that I managed to get through that hour and 45 run without crapping my pants. Got to share these wins. That's it. Thank you for joining me. That's an hour and 45. Musings of a runner. I'm gonna admit, didn't put everything on camera that I was thinking. Some of those inner monologue thoughts are just a bit strange, and I'm not sure I'm ready to share that with the world just yet. But thank you. Bye.